I think it's very interesting, the concept of the comfort zone and like the concept that we have in our mind of what we can and can't do. I think we can always do way more than we expect ourselves to be able to do. My feet are gonna get completely wet. Not good snowshoes. Excuse me if I'm shaking a little while I'm filming this because I'm cold. My feet are getting snow in them. My shoes are getting snow in them. Anyway, I'm sitting on a little bit of snow. So, I drove 17 hours the first day, 8 hours the second day. Well, I wasn't driving the entire time, but it was 17 hours in the car and then 8 hours in the car. I don't think I could have ever done that if I hadn't driven so much in the past. Like a year ago, 6 months ago, I never would have imagined myself driving that far in one day. But I just thought, let me drive as far as I possibly can get. I'm so sorry for the audio back there. I did not sleep good the night before I left on this drive. And so when I woke up in the morning, I was like, there's no way I'm making it that far. Like, I'm gonna be so tired, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I watched Kara and Nate on YouTube a little bit. They recently did a challenge, well, he did a challenge, Nate did, of a 100-mile run. And he talked about doing that, and like, he never would have done it like a couple of years ago, but with the physical challenges that he's slowly built up over the years, like, he built that confidence to be like, okay, I could at least give it a shot. Like, I could probably do it. I could, you know, it feels like a huge stretch, but I could probably do it. So for me in this drive, same thing. I've driven like 8 hours since I was little. I didn't drive myself. My parents used to drive. And then, like, that was super common. And then once I moved, like, to Minnesota, we'd constantly drive 8 hours back to Michigan. Once we moved to North Dakota, then we started driving 14 hours, although we would usually do it in 2 days, so it was like 2 7-8 hour drives. And then when I moved to Texas, I was like, there's no way I'm ever driving from Texas to Michigan. Like, not gonna happen. But then it just was kind of a necessity at some point, and we did it. And then eventually I was like, okay, even if I'm the only driver, I'm gonna do it. Honestly, something about driving long distances, I just really enjoy driving. It feels like somewhat of like a meditation. It feels relaxing, calming. It feels like I can think through stuff. I can listen to like podcasts, books, music. I can like energize myself. I can calm myself. I can think through things. I can problem solve. It's just like a really great space for me for some reason. Of course it gets tiring. Of course it gets like my wrists and my elbows hurt from like holding the steering wheel. My legs hurt from like sitting for so long, but I do try to stop quite a bit to stretch my legs, get some fresh air. That really helps break up the trip and not make me so tired of sitting in the car. Also, one thing I've learned is that no matter how far you're going, the last like hour or the last certain percent of the trip is always so hard. It feels so long, you just want to be there already. But it's all about the mindset, because like if I'm driving 5 hours, it's like the last 1 hour is just terrible. But if I set my mind to like, okay, I know I'm going to be in the car for like 15 hours, my mind doesn't go to that like negative, desperate, like I want to be there already, until that last part when I feel like I'm getting close. It's just so interesting how the mind works. You can do so much more than you think you can, and when you focus on certain things, like the last hour of a road trip, it's like just makes it crawl by. Cue of the day. Where is some place that you want to visit? Let me know in the comments below. For me personally, it's basically anywhere nature, like Niagara Falls, Grand Canyon, Redwood Forest, like the mountains in Switzerland. Like, I want to experience the nature of the world and just love to be near the water, the trees, enjoying the snow. And experiencing like new places. So much fun. See you tomorrow. Bye. Gosh, my hand's so cold.